Alright, we got a Husqvarna 40, some background on the saw. This is my great-granddad's saw. He bought this back in probably 84, 85, maybe 86. He bought this for a little farm saw. As far as I know, it's the original bar. It's a 20-inch bar on it. This saw has been around for a long time. This is the first power saw I ever ran, the first power saw I ever owned. A little bit more history on it. About 3 years ago, this saw was dropped out of a tree that my grandpa was climbing. Busted all the mounts off of it, which were already junk. Busted the chain brake off of it. So I went and put all new mounts in it, new chain brake, new chain. It's got an Oregon 20 PX, I don't remember what it is, 20 something or another. It's 325 pitch, 50 gauge. Just sharpened it with a 3/16 round file. The rakers are way down on it, way farther than stock. It was my lemon saw, nice for, you know, not dogging it in, so it'll be a little grabby in this. Other things I've done to the saw, put a brand new carburetor on it. The one thing I did it because the old one had some issues. One thing I will say about this is I'll show you, if you hold it, the bar straight out from you, it doesn't do anything, but if you hold it straight down, it accelerates without hitting the trigger. Don't know what it is, never messed with it. It's just my lemon saw. Other than that, it runs good. It's original cylinder piston muffler. The muffler I painted and put new studs on it. Other little things, put a new chain catcher on it. It's got a 7.2 spur sprocket on it. Other than that, everything else is original on it. Never done anything else to it. Bone stock, nothing done to the muffler. The only thing that's on the muffler is the spark arresters out of it, just because when I got it, didn't have one in it, and they're discontinued. I can't find one, so I just left it out. Other than that, those bone stock, nothing done to the cylinder, piston, carburetor, nothing done to the timing on it. Bone stock. I haven't run this saw in probably 3 months since it's been ran last. Just started it before here to make a couple cuts to get it warmed up. Like I said, it's got a freshly sharpened chain on it. It's going to be grabby with the rakers. Sawing on the same hemlock here, about a year-old hemlock, and we're going to make some cuts and see how it does here. See what I mean? Like I said, it's a lemon saw. It's not for cutting firewood. When I first had it, that was my first power saw. My grandpa replaced that one. I fixed it up. I cut quite a bit of firewood with it for, I don't know, 6 months. Like I said, though, it's nothing pretty. I don't know what it is with the carburetor on it. It really has issues with run-on. Like I said, when you tilt it down, has something in it, something to do with the float or something that makes it accelerate like that without hitting the trigger. Like I said, it's my lemon saw. If I'm out on some bigger wood or something like that, if we're logging or something like that, and they got some fir trees, I'll grab that, and I'm short enough that I can get away with that little bar and not hurt my back or anything, and use that to limb, and that's why that chain's so grabby on it for bumping knots and everything. I had some trouble there. My chunk's getting a little small, holding it steady, and have to get a different chunk. But other than that, it's a good saw. It's an old saw, like I said. It's, 30, could be upwards of 32 years old if it was made back in 83 or 84 or so. It's really old. It's about as old as my three-wheeler, and it still runs strong. I've thought about putting a new piston in it. I can get those for about new NWP piston and rings for it for about 30 bucks from Bailey's, and it's never gave me any trouble. I've pulled the muffler, and piston looks really good. Rings are free in it. No scoring on it or at all. Don't have any air leaks on it. I've tested that. Fuel lines are good. Probably should test it again with the carburetor on it. But no, other than that, like I said, that bar is an old bar. That's, I think, the original bar that came with it. It might not be, but still, it is an Oregon bar. It's an old, probably 20-year-old Oregon bar. So it might not be the original. I'm not quite sure. But other than that, it's been a really good saw. I like it. That's the only reason I really keep it, is just because it was the first one I ever had. It's been passed down from generation to generation, so that's the only reason I keep it and keep it running. And every once in a while I take it out, like I said, and I got some knot bumping or something to do and trimming stuff up. I'll go out and for the heck of it and run that. And other than that, it's been a real good saw. Thanks for watching.